Hello again and welcome to the Sawyer Center, side of tonight's Great American Conference matchup between the SNU Crimson Storm, ranked number 17 in the country this week, and the Oklahoma Baptist University Bison from down the road in Shawnee. I'm Luke McConnell. Thanks for joining us, and alongside Phil Younts tonight for this matchup between two excellent teams. OBU coming into tonight's game at 12-10 overall and 11-5 in conference play. SNU 20-4 overall, 13-3 in conference. They've already clinched their spot in the Great American Conference Championships in Bartlesville back in early in March. And Phil, SNU looking to rebound from a tough loss on Saturday here at the Sawyer Center, 81-77 the final. They lost to Southeastern. And SNU facing a tough task here against the Bison tonight.
Yeah, absolutely a tough loss, just as you said. Second time falling to Southeastern this season. This one much closer, but one of those games where they had a lead early, and we saw Southeastern just go on a huge run, and Southern Nazarene just never really found their rhythm again. Kind of a tight game throughout that second half. But unfortunately, SNU just did not quite have enough. Southeastern proven to be a very tough matchup for SNU, and the Storm just couldn't quite slow down a hot shooting Southeastern team from pulling off the upset.
OBU comes in losers of 3 of the past 4. They snapped a 3-game losing streak with a win at home against Southwestern on Saturday. And in the first matchup between these two teams, SNU came out on top 58-57, courtesy of a late steal from Zach Johnson that sealed the win for SNU. As SNU looking to start a new home winning streak and overall winning streak tonight as they take on the Bison. The Bison 1-3 in their last 4, again without Davion Turner. Turner was second leading scorer on the team and the second leading rebounder on the team. Was ruled ineligible earlier this calendar year for the spring semester. He was shooting 38.6% from the field, averaging 13.3 points per game, and the Bison yet to have fully adjusted to life without Turner, but they are certainly a potent threat nonetheless. Antonio Wade leading them in scoring at 16 points per game. He's shooting 37% from three-point range. The Bison put up the 3 at an impressive clip and shoot 37% from three-point range. And Phil, for SNU, it's been a struggle at the three-point line and guarding the three-point line. So far in conference play, they are 11th in both categories, both shooting three-pointers and defending three-pointers in Great American Conference play. So what is the key for SNU to right the ship in that regard?
Certainly difficult at this point in the season, getting through this much of the season and being where the team is at this point. If you've watched the team, though, there are some shooters on this team. There are players certainly capable of getting hot from beyond the arc and knocking down shots. So on the offensive end, it just comes down to ball movement, swinging it around and not settling for the contested three-point shots, but finding the open guys behind the arc. Too many times we've seen contested, forced jumpers from beyond the arc from the Storm. That's been difficult. And then on the other end, it just comes down to rotating, being able to make the switches off your defender and getting out to guard the three-point line. We've seen them struggle with that at times and leave too many people open, especially in the corner for 3.
Let's run through the starting lineups for both squads. First for OBU, number 0, Julian Daughtry, 6'3", senior guard from Memphis, Tennessee. He's a transfer from Jackson State. Number 5, Antonio Wade, 6'1", senior guard from Marietta, Georgia. Number 10, Brantley Thompson, 6'4", sophomore guard from Tuttle, just down the road here. Number 13, Caleb Norris, 6'3", junior guard from Coweta, Oklahoma. And at manning the middle, number 20, Harrison Stoddart, 6'7", sophomore forward from Edmond North High School up in Edmond. For the Crimson Storm, it's the same lineup we've seen of late. Number 3, junior guard Micah Spate, 5'10", out of Putnam City North High School. Top 10 in the conference in assists, free throw percentage, and steals. He's number 2 in steals and number 3 in assists per game. Number 15, senior guard Zach Johnson, 6 foot from Mansfield, Texas. He's number 10 in the conference in steals per game. Number 22, Quaylen Newton, senior guard from Bryan, Texas, stands 6'3". He's averaging 9.2 points per game over the last 5 contests, and he's number 12 in the conference in rebounding in Great American Conference games. Number 25, Jonathan Dunn, 6'4" junior guard from San Antonio, Alamo Heights. He's number 5 in the conference in scoring at 17.9 points per game. Has struggled with the three-pointer of late. He is just 21 of 74 shooting the three-pointer in 2019. That's 28%. So SNU looking for some more consistency from Dunn, and they certainly need that. In the middle, number 32, the senior center, the big fella, 6'11", Noah Starkey out of Hutchinson, Kansas. He's number 9 in scoring, number 2 in rebounding, number 2 in field goal percentage, and number 1 in blocks, having a career year, 14.9 points per game, 8 rebounds, and averaging a pair of blocks per game. He's had 6 straight games shooting above 50% from the field. Phil, what are you looking for early from the Crimson Storm as they look to get on a new winning streak here tonight?
I think it's going to come down early on to finding your offense. We saw a defensive struggle last game. Both these teams play pretty solid defense, physical teams on the defensive side of the ball. So you want to get into a rhythm early and allow yourself to start getting a little comfortable before as this game continues to go on. So look for them to get the ball moving and find some easy shots early on in this one.
Starkey and Stoddart in the center circle will jump it up for the Storm and Bison. We are underway in tonight's Silent Night matchup between the Bison and Crimson Storm. A little playoff of Taylor University in Indiana. They have a game each December where it's completely silent in the stands until the 10th point is scored. So ideally, the only talking you'll hear is the coaches and the players and us up here in the booth. Starkey backs in, is blocked by Stoddart. Newton gets the rebound and then throws it over the head of Zach Johnson out of bounds.
And just like that, as mentioned before, tough first possession on the defensive end for OBU, making it difficult for Noah Starkey down low and then just not allowing anyone for the Crimson Storm to find an opening.
Another tough test defensively for Starkey as Stoddart, tallest player on the floor for OBU, stands just 6'7", and a wild reverse layup for Antonio Wade.
Yeah, that
falls, and it's 2-0 OBU.
Yeah, that's pretty wild shot there for the first shot of the game, but he gets it to go.
Starkey with 2 points inside, creating some nice space there over Harrison Stoddart. Stoddart will pull the trigger for 3. It's in and out, no good, and Zach Johnson has the rebound for SNU.
Yeah, a little bit of a break there for the Storm, as we were talking about before, struggling from defending the perimeter, left him wide open there, but he couldn't make him pay.
Micah Spate with it now, averaging 21.5 points his last 3. Entry pass is taken away by Caleb Norris. A little bit of a rough lob there from Starkey to Quaylen Newton. Wade goes behind the back on Johnson. He's fouled on the drive by Johnson.
Yeah, kind of blew right by Johnson on that one. Johnson, great on-ball defender, but got by him there and got himself to the line.
So Antonio Wade will go to the foul line for 2 shots. He's a 67.7% free throw shooter this season. Also leads the team in assists, 117 this season. He's short with the first free throw. 2-2 early, 2 minutes into this one. Wade gets the second one to rattle home. Substitution quickly for OBU, number 24, Mohamed Abubakar, freshman from Lagos, Nigeria. He comes in for Julian Daughtry. And apologies in advance to Abubakar's family if they hear me butcher his name multiple times this evening. Spate with a little floater. It's long, but he goes in, gets his own rebound, and puts it in.
That's a great job there. Micah Spate staying with it, recognizing the shot is going to be a little off and getting right to the rim to be able to put back his own miss.
Good hard hedge from Newton on Wade. Gets it down low to Abubakar. Kicks it back out to Stoddard, and Wade will reset with 5 on the shot clock. Good defense from Johnson. Drives in and is stripped away by Zach Johnson. Great defense there from the senior.
Yeah, playing very physical in that possession, bodying him up, but also playing without fouling.
Johnson on the drive is fouled. Caleb Norris with the foul. And Zach Johnson will go to the line for 2. SNU, bit of an offensive struggle to a degree of late. You look at the point totals and the way things have transpired for SNU, and you'd think maybe not. 3 games over at 85 or more points in their winning streak, but the efficiency is certainly not there, and you wonder if if SNU needs to ask Zach Johnson to be maybe a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as you said, the point totals are there, but struggling a little bit, and a lot of it comes down to consistency. We've talked about this before throughout the season, this inability to keep it going, finding too many stretches of not being able to put the ball in the basket through various points of the game. So that's something the Storm team's going to need to look at and be able to figure out how to not fall into these slumps where for 5 or 6 minutes in a game they just cannot seem to put the ball in the basket.
Daughtry's back into the game along with Tyler Lester. Rejection by Noah Starkey. That's going to be a jump ball here. And SNU OBU will maintain possession with 8 on the shot clock. OBU's going to play a lot of players tonight. 5 or 10 players averaging at least 12 minutes a game. Of course, that does include Davion Turner, so 9 that are eligible to play. Into the game, Deshaun Lowry, number 15, in for the first time. He's a transfer from Wofford College out in Spartanburg, and the Terriers on a tear through the Southern Conference. Look to be in good shape for the NCAA tournament either way this year. 5 on the shot clock. Stoddard drives on Newton's rejected by Newton at the rim, and Starkey has the rebound. Spate quickly the other way. It's 5-3 SNU, just 5 more points before the SNU crowd can really start to cheer. Starkey tips it off the backboard, gets it back. Stoddard got a piece of it as he went on the other side of the rim. And Daughtry quickly up ahead to Thompson, controlling, guarded by Dunn.
Yeah, not a lot of room to work down low for either team. Clamping down hard on the interior, getting those hands up, getting a piece of the ball, making life hard.
Daughtry over Starkey, gets it to fall, and it's 5-5. 16-12 to go first half. Spate thought about a deep 3, instead dumps it to Newton. Jonathan Dunn thought about a 3 himself. Finds Zach Johnson in the corner open for 3, and he knocks it down.
Yeah, beautiful ball movement there. Zach Johnson had an open 3 at first, gave it to Spate, who had an open 3. Dunn thought about one as well, but then they finally find Zach Johnson on the wing to knock one down. And that's exactly what we talked about before, being able to make the extra pass. You have shooters on this team. Keep the ball moving and find the best shot.
Just the 7th three-point make for Johnson, but just the 18th attempt as well. Stoddard gets around Newton, left the shot well short. Zach Johnson coming away with it. Chance for the 10th point here. Newton drives in, leaves it to Starkey for the slam!
An emphatic way to get point number 10 there, finding Starkey down low and throwing it down hard with the 2-hand stuff.
Couldn't have scripted it any better.
Absolutely.
Here on Silent Night Game. So SNU with a 10-5 lead, and Sawyer Center alive. Daughtry, 3-pointer in and out. Zach Johnson the rebound, and he'll push for SNU. Good bounce pass to Newton. Lost it, gets it back, kick out. Spate pulls the trigger for 3. It's off the mark.
Yeah, good job there by Newton, though, staying with it. Couldn't quite get the handle on the pass, but stayed with it just enough, able to kick it back out for SNU. Good job still making something out of that.
Lester with it, guarded by Dunn. Now Lowry gets caught on the baseline, pivots around, stolen by Johnson, tipped around. saved by Thompson. And a foul coming up on Micah Spate, and that will take us to our first stoppage in play. 10-5 SNU leading this one early, 14-17 to go here in the first half. We'll take timeout when we come back. It'll be OBU ball right after this timeout. This is SNU basketball.
When a customer is on the fence about buying a car, we should
give them a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
That's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
When a customer is on the fence about buying a car, we should
give them a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
That's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
SNU leads this one 10-5. 6 minutes gone by here in the first half. Antonio Wade back into the game along with Caleb Norris for OBU. Coleman Edwards and RJ Palmer into the game for the first time tonight. Zach Johnson and Quayla Newton will take a seat. Thompson for three, knocked it down. Brantley Thompson, 34% three-point shooter. That's his 40th make this season, and it's 10-8. SNU.
Yeah, again, you see there, Dunn got out there to get a hand up there, but was a little bit slow in doing so. Gave him just enough time.
Good touch pass out to Jonathan Dunn. He is bumped and fouled by Thompson on the three-point attempt. It's off the mark, but Jonathan Dunn will go to the line for 3 free throws. He's an 80.5% free throw shooter. That's number 8 in the conference. Ironically, he and Micah Spade both at 80.5% from the foul line this season. First one is up and good. And Phil, we saw OBU very early in the season in the GAC-MAC tournament here at the Sawyer Center as OBU participated in that. And, you know, the Bison, very early on, you could tell that this was a different OBU team than ones we've seen in the past. Absolutely.
We saw that just their ability to score the basketball and play physical and just show their athleticism. You know, that's something, athleticism, something they've lacked in previous years. But we saw that early on, a very physical and active team that's kind of been missing from the Bison in the past. But certainly are showing that out this year as sitting in those top 4 standings in the GAC now.
Not sure if we have a more different coaching matchup as far as the outward expressions here, as first-year head coach Jason Eaker and Noah Starkey gets in and puts in the putback slam on the Jonathan Dunn miss. It's 15-8 SNU.
Yeah, Starkey starting to put in some work. You know, we're talking about they can play physical defense and will make life difficult on you in the post. But Starkey finding himself some opportunities to throw some down, and right there on the putback does a great job.
Quick second foul on Micah Spate. Something Spate has not dealt with a lot this season is foul trouble. Just a little reach in on Antonio Wade, and that will send the junior guard to the bench. Zach Johnson quickly back into the game. He's already got a foul himself, so Antonio Wade causing some issues for SNU defensively already. Drives into Starkey and manages to put in the shot through traffic. Tough finish, Antonio Wade. It's 15-10 SNU.
Yeah, Antonio Wade's been a huge spark for this OBU team this year, putting up so many points on the season, 16 points a game, and we saw that early this year here at the Sawyer Center. He put on a show back then and trying to do the same against the Storm here tonight.
Foul called on Harrison Stoddart. Needless to say, OBU coach Jason Eaker disagreed with that call, nearly walked out of the arena in protest. First foul on Stoddart, third team foul. Starkey hits the first free throw. Second one is also good. Ashton Charles will check in for Starkey, and Starkey heads to the bench with 8 early points and 2 rebounds and a block. Deshaun Lowry back in for Caleb Norris for OBU. It's a 17-10 SNU lead. And again, OBU, a very potent offensive team, shooting 47% from the field this season. Daughtry in the corner for 3. He's off the mark. Stoddart gets the offensive rebound, puts it up through traffic. Missed the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2. That foul is going to go on Jonathan Dunn.
Yeah, failed to block out on that shot attempt. Left Stoddart there wide open under the basket for the rebound, and now a chance at the line.
First free throw is up and good for Stoddart, who's an 83.6% foul shooter. Second one is also good. Tyler Lester back into the game for Antonio Wade. OBU, an excellent rebounding team. Average margin rebounding is 5.6 in their favor. Dunn up and under, left it a little long. Didn't use the glass there, and Brantley Thompson has the miss.
Yeah, nice little move there, and had himself a lane to get that shot up. But yeah, just as you said, a little long, didn't use the glass on that one, and just falls off the back part of the rim.
Thompson trying to get the angle for Lowry and throws the pass out of bounds. Turnover for OBU, and that will lead us to a timeout on the court. 11:51 to go here in the first half. It's 17-12 SNU with the early lead over OBU. We'll take timeout, and we will be right back after this short message.
There are those who stand forever ready, ready to defend the nation, ready to fight for what matters, no matter what.
Let's go, get my round in there!
Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
Welcome back to the Sawyer Center. SNU leading this one by 5. 11:51 to go in the first half. Just a reminder, our next broadcast will come to you here from the Sawyer Center on Saturday as SNU tangles with Southwestern Oklahoma State. 1 o'clock tip time for the girls. We'll have pregame coverage beginning at about 12:45. Coleman Edwards straight away for 3. It's short. Jonathan Dunn tracks down the offensive miss. Good hustle there from Dunn. Guys, game will follow. R.J. Palmer right down the lane. Crashes into Deshaun Lowry. That's going to be a blocking foul in the restricted area on Deshaun Lowry. R.J. Palmer will get bailed out with 2 free throws on a drive where he had no intention of shooting and could not have gotten a shot up if he tried based on the way he contorted his body there.
Yeah, and Coach Eager was not happy with that as well. Getting bailed out with those 2 free throws. Was a nice head fake there to get himself a step, but then just as you said, once he got that step, didn't have anywhere to go, but he does still find himself at the line.
Palmer misses both of them. He's a 58% foul shooter this season. Abu Bakr back into the game for OBU. Antonio Wade is also back in the game right now. He's guarded by Johnson. Creates a little space. Foul line extended jumper is off the mark, no good. Palmer has the rebound. Dunn gets inside, knocks down the long two. Another pretty shot from Jonathan Dunn. That mid-range jumper is almost money for Jonathan Dunn, even though he hasn't been shooting the three well this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a few feet inside that line, as you said, is money. It's automatic from Jonathan Dunn. We've seen that time and time again. Just take one dribble, a couple steps inside the line, and it's going in the hoop.
Johnson penetrating. Left-handed shot is blocked by Stoddard out of bounds. SNU will maintain possession with 18 on the shot clock. Leading by 5, 19-14. SNU already with 9 foul shots in the first half. Dunn gets free behind the three-point line and knocks down the open shot from the corner.
Great play out of the inbounds. Frees Jonathan Dunn up in the corner, and he splashes it home.
Wade still guarded by Zach Johnson. Now Stoddard in the corner. Wade gets Johnson on the pump fake and knocks down the short shot from the block, and a timeout for the Bison with 10 minutes to go here in the first half. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Exactly halfway through, SNU shooting 7 of 15 from the field. They are 2 of 4 from three-point range and 6 of 9 from the foul line. OBU 6 of 14 from the field, just a 1 of 4 start from three-point range. SNU doing a nice job on the glass, winning that 11-6 with 5 offensive rebounds, and you like the hustle you've seen from all parties involved so far on that front.
Yeah, absolutely. Working hard in this one, everybody getting involved, which is really what you like to see in a tough matchup like this. Plenty of size from OBU, plenty of strength. So everybody getting involved, working hard, playing physical, and that's exactly what you need in this type of matchup.
Starkey's into the game for R.J. Palmer, and he's going to pick up a foul on a moving screen, and Coach Adam Bohach not pleased with the call, as he feels there was a missed call of the exact same magnitude on the other end. It's going to be Starkey's first, 5th team foul on SNU. Wade driving, now Daughtry with it, matched up on Charles, and Daughtry tripped over his feet, but Charles will be called for the foul. Unfortunate there for Ashton Charles.
Yeah, not much Charles can do there, moving his feet just as he's taught to do, but player trips up, and Charles gets called for the foul.
So SNU at 16 fouls. OBU will be shooting free throws the rest of the half. 4 team fouls for the Bison so far. Daughtry with 5 on the shot clock, drives on Charles. Had a pump fake, Charles into the air. Did not go under the rim, came back to Charles and waited too long to get the shot off. Charles blocks it out of bounds.
Great job by Charles there, just staying with it, staying strong, keeping those hands up. Even whenever he got Charles backed off, Charles still made the play. Now you just got 2 seconds you got to defend.
Wade gets it in to Thompson. He fires up a 3 at the shot clock buzzer. It goes off the rim. Lowry gets the offensive rebound and puts it in.
Yeah, Storm again failed to block out right there, and then a strong play from Lowry, forcing it his way back up and being able to get it to fall with a chance for a 3-point play.
Starkey got out of position by going up. It looked like he thought the shot was going to be an air ball, but it ended up hitting the rim, and so he was out of position to box out Lowry, and Lowry will complete the 3-point play. So SNU leading by 3 here, 22-19. 9 minutes to go first half. And Micah Spate picked up 2 quick fouls in the first 6 minutes of the game. First foul now coming, second foul coming on Deshaun Lowry, who just completed the 3-point play. He'll take a seat, and Abu Bakr back into the game.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier foul trouble, not something Micah Spate's used to dealing with. As Dunn knocks down the 3 with a hand in his face, but Spate not used to dealing with foul trouble, something this Crimson Storm team is going to have to overcome, as we've often seen Spate be the spark plug for this offense time and time again.
Boubacar trips over his feet, and now Noah Starkey is called for the foul. And Boubacar will go to the line for a 1-and-1. That's going to be the second foul on Noah Starkey now. So OBU, the beneficiary of some klutzy footwork. And RJ Palmer will come in for Starkey.
Yeah, twice now we're seeing that players tripping over their own foot, and when the defender's right there in front of them, usually offensive players are going to get that call, and unfortunately it's worked out for the Bison twice now here early on in the ballgame.
Boubacar misses the free throw very badly. Zach Johnson running the point for SNU will set up the offense here. Johnson probing, steps back out. Newton spins on Stoddard. It's blocked by Stoddard. Rebound deflected out of Newton's hands by Stoddard, and SNU will maintain possession with 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Stoddard been playing some really nice defense down low and getting his hands on multiple shots here early.
Jonathan Dunn, baseline jumper goes in and out, no good. Had a great look at it, great screening there from SNU to get him a free look.
Yeah, again, we're seeing some great work out of the inbounds pass, giving Dunn some nice looks. Unfortunately, this one halfway down, but just will not fall.
OBU with a little bit of a mismatch. Stoddard on Zach Johnson, and they take advantage. Stoddard just backing Johnson down. SNU unable to get the switch back, and Micah Spade actually at the scores table set to check in next dead ball. Dunn driving in on Wade. He'll get the foul on Antonio Wade. Shot will be on the floor, though, and that will take us to a timeout. It will be SNU ball on the baseline when we come back. 7:39 to go first half. SNU leading this one 25-21. We've got another good one here between the Crimson Storm and the Bison. We'll be right back after this.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question: what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character. And then creating culture. Certainly when we graduate students, they go out and they create culture in classrooms. They create culture in churches. They create culture anywhere they go. Last but certainly not least, in fact I would put it first, and that is serving Christ. I like the fact that it's last because it does undergird everything that we do. Our responsibility, I believe more than anything else, is to serve our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Welcome back to the Sawyer Center. SNU leading this one by 4, 25-21. Micah Spate back into the game with those 2 fouls. Small lineup on the court now for SNU. RJ Palmer, the biggest guy out there at 6'7". Quaylen Newton, Coleman Edwards, and Zach Johnson joining Spate and Palmer. Spate inbounds it. Edwards wide open in the corner for 3, and he knocked it down.
Again, we're seeing great work out of the inbounds. Great screening, getting people open for the jump shots, and Edwards knocks it down.
Nothing like a good blob play. Stoddard corralled down low, rejected by Newton, but the foul's going to be on RJ Palmer on the reach in prior to the shot. Good defense there from Palmer and Newton, and then just a little bit of traffic there, and Palmer got his hands caught in the cookie jar. Stoddard knocks down the first free throw. Coleman Edwards, 7 of his last 11 from three-point range the last 4 games. Has started this one 1 for 2, and that's a big development for SNU from the three-point line, especially as Edwards has had some struggles from the three-point line in conference play, and Edwards had a poor start to the season as well. Spate is hacked from behind by Antonio Wade. A little bit too aggressive with that shot block attempt, and that's going to be number 2 on Antonio Wade here in the early going, already at 9 points for the Bison.
Yeah, seeing some foul trouble from big names early on in this one. I just mentioned Antonio Wade. We've been talking about Micah Spate with 2 fouls and Noah Starkey. So 3 of the bigger names in the game tonight with some early foul trouble.
Second one's good for Spate. 4 points early for the junior.
And that's actually going to put Micah Spate at 999 points in his career, just 1 point away from 1,000, looking to join teammates Jonathan Dunn and Noah Starkey in that category. So Micah Spate about to join some pretty solid company, being the 39th player in SNU history to hit that 1,000-point mark.
Dunn and Starkey both did that earlier this season, so it would be the 3rd time SNU's been able to accomplish that this season as Coleman Edwards knocks down the long 2. And as we've talked about all season, Phil, this SNU team, while they have a lot of nice pieces around them, they're going to go as far as those 3 are going to take them.
Absolutely. That's the big 3 that you've got. Those are going to be the big-time scorers, big-time playmakers, and we're seeing that throughout this season. When they're playing well, then this Crimson Storm team is incredibly difficult to beat.
Wade with a crossover on Johnson, got to the baseline, over the back called on Abubakar on R.J. Palmer. Great recovery by Zach Johnson to get down and contest that shot. Deshaun Lowry will come back in. Stoddard and Abubakar will take a seat. Caleb Norris in, as well as Brantley Thompson. R.J. Palmer at the line for 1-and-1 here. Missed the free throw, and Lowry clears. Brady Mulkey at the scorer's table set to check in for Palmer next dead ball. Wade has stayed in with those 2 fouls. Daughtry working on Spate. Lowry driving baseline, spins around R.J. Palmer, missed the shot, and Quaylen Newton comes in for the backside for the rebound. He quickly will push the tempo up to Zach Johnson.
Storm catching a little bit of a break right there. Wide open layup is blown.
Coleman Edwards, another long 2, and he knocked it down.
Coleman Edwards starting to feel it right now. 7 points for Coleman Edwards, and showing some confidence on that jump shot. Hit the 3 and then hits a couple of long 2s.
Norris finds himself open for 3, left it well short. Spate has the rebound, SNU pushing. Now Johnson holding it up top. Now gets it over to Spate, and SNU will set up. 4 down here for SNU. They come up with the sets. Johnson has a clear lane, blocked by Lowry, but Newton is there for the putback, and SNU has opened up an 11-point lead.
Quaylen Newton right there, one of those guys who just does a little bit of everything, playing a big part of this team since coming back and being right there for a nice putback. Just able to make those kind of plays that help spark this offense.
Daughtry gets the floater over the outstretched fingers of R.J. Palmer to fall. Snaps a quick 6-0 burst for the Crimson Storm. Full squad of players set to check in next dead ball. which will be the next official timeout here as we're under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Palmer backing down Lowry, spins, left-handed shot off the glass and in. Beautiful move from Palmer.
Yeah, you love seeing that from Palmer, showing off some post moves there, using the left hand. Excellent move. If you're able to get some consistency on that, that just becomes another weapon for this Storm offense.
Wade found some space and got Zach Johnson in the air, and Wade will go to the line for 3 free throws when we come back. 3:33 to go in the first half. It's 38-27 SNU. We'll be back right after this.
Army Reserve soldiers use their skills to make the Army even more capable and gain the tools to make themselves even more successful. Learn how at GoArmyReserve.com.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Field House in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th. The Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Field House in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Region.
Welcome back. Antonio Wade at the line for 3 free throws. Well off to the right with the first one there. Wade just 67.7% from the foul line this season. And he misses the second one as well. One more to go for Antonio Wade. And he missed all 3 of them, and Brady Mulkey clears for SNU. The foul on Zach Johnson was his second, so he's over there on the bench now. Coleman Edwards also out after 7 quick points in his time on the court, so it's Spate, Newton, Morris Wilson into the game for the first time. Spate gets inside of Stoddard and puts up the shot. Ain't in. Nice move from Micah Spate getting inside of Harrison Stoddard and getting the layup to go. Morris Wilson, the freshman from Oklahoma City, Northwest Classen High School. Great defense there on the drive by Wade, and Brady Mulkey, I believe, was fouled going for the rebound there. Lester and Thompson back in for Lowry and Wade. As we number 3 on Deshaun Lowry. 9th team foul on OBU, so Mulkey at the line for a 1-and-1. He's an 83% free throw shooter this season. Missed the shot, and Thompson clears. As you can imagine, not many free throw attempts for Mulkey this year, just 10 for 12 this season. Daughtry gets inside of Wilson. Newton comes over and blocks the shot. That's deflected out of bounds by Daughtry. Great help defense by Quaylen Newton, and a great man-to-man defense there from Morris Wilson. Standing up Daughtry and knocking him off balance, allowing Newton to come over with the block shot. That's 3 blocks here in the first half for Quaylen Newton. Micah Spate working the offense here, using the screen from Mulkey. Now kicks it back up top to Dunn. 10 on the shot clock. Dunn drives down the lane, blocked by Stoddard. Quaylen Newton down the lane with the putback slam. And Jonathan Dunn comes up holding his right wrist. He says he's all right. And Quaylen Newton is having himself a half here at the Sawyer Center. 4 points, 4 boards, 3 blocks. For the senior from Bryan, Texas, Micah Spate with the deflection and the steal. Up ahead, Jonathan Dunn. Highlight time! SNU putting it on the Bison right now. It's a 14-2 run over the last 5 minutes, and SNU's opened up a 17-point lead as Daughtry quiets the crowd a little bit with the elbow jumper. Coach Adam Bohach still screaming for a moving screen. Spate to Dunn. Open three. Yes, sir. Timeout SNU, and SNU is raining down on the Bison here. It's 47-29. Crimson Storm rolling over the Bison right now. Everything going SNU's way. We'll keep it right here, and Phil, SNU just doing whatever they want right now on offense. The shots are falling. They're up to 60% almost, and 5 of 7 from three-point range.
Absolutely. Crimson Storm doing a great job here, just working together as a unit. Of course, Jonathan Dunn, huge part of the offense tonight. We've talked a little bit about him struggling from beyond the arc, but 3 for 3 in this one. And then we're seeing some great ball movement, 7 assists on the night for the team, and just playing some great team basketball here in this one, as well as just some great defense leading to some of that great offense is what has allowed for them to jump out to this early 18-point lead.
And a super unconventional lineup on the court right now that's allowed SNU to rattle off this 17-4 run. It's Spate, Newton, Dunn, Mulkey, and Morris Wilson. Wilson, good defense there on Daughtry. Dunn tips the rebound, and it goes off Stoddard out of bounds. 1:05 to go here in the first half. SNU maintaining possession here. Spate lets it roll. Not a lineup you'd expect to see in the first half of a game. Spate doing work on Tyler Lester and gets the floater to fall. Got to feel bad for Tyler Lester on that one.
Yeah, no, Micah Spate just took him to school on that one. Just showing off the moves and getting it done in the lane. Beautiful, beautiful work there from Micah Spate.
Might need to call Mercer Adams Funeral Home across the street. We got a body on the floor here at the Sawyer Center. Daughtry with the floater, and he gets it to go. Julian Daughtry, it's about the only good thing for OBU going right now. He's up to 8 points, and he's got their last 6 points for the Bison. As SNU, 7 of their last 8 from the field, 4 of their last 5 from 3. Down to 6 seconds to go. Morris Wilson finds Dunn, wide open for 3. Oh, off the rim. Mulkey battling with Stoddard for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. And SNU leading at halftime, 49-31 at the break. We'll take time out, and when we come back, we'll have first half stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes of action again at halftime. It's SNU 49, OBU 31. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to halftime here at the Sawyer Center. SNU in firm control, up 49-31. Just a super impressive first half for SNU as they closed the half on a massive run to take the 18-point lead into the locker room. A little bit of everything there in the first half. SNU 5 of 8 from three-point range in the first half, led by Jonathan Dunn, 16 points on 5 of 9 shooting. And Phil, we talked about Dunn's shooting struggles over the past couple weeks at the start, and you know that his performance tonight has to feel good for him.
Absolutely. Having one of these games where knocking down everything, knocked down his first threes, finally missed one at the very end of that first half, but still shot 5 of 9, knocked down all 3 of his free throws. 16-point first half for him. Certainly has to feel pretty good, maybe lift a burden off of his shoulders, trying to work his way out of that slump over the last few months.
And contributions from everywhere. Micah Spate with 8, Zach Johnson 4, Quaylen Newton with 4, including a highlight reel putback slam coming down the lane, and 3 blocks as well for Newton, all of the help defense variety, which you got to love is also Noah Starkey, 8 points, RJ Palmer with a bucket, and Coleman Edwards with 7 points off the bench. He got those in just 11 minutes of game action. So SNU clicking on all cylinders there in that first half, and on the defensive end, just 1 of 6 from three-point range for OBU. And, of course, a big number is that 6 attempts. OBU makes 9 threes per game, and they shoot 37%. So for OBU to only attempt 6 threes really speaks to how concerned SNU is with running those shooters off the three-point line.
Absolutely. We're seeing them play very tight on the defenders, not giving them much room to breathe, and seeing that off ball and on the ball. Defenders just working really hard, and been using this word multiple times throughout the night, but physicality on the defensive end. They just have been up in the face of every OBU player anytime they've been on the offensive side of the ball. So great job by the Storm, just as you said, running players off the three-point line and forcing them to look elsewhere for their points.
OBU also tops in the conference at 5.6 as the rebounding margin, and SNU winning that category 20-11. They've also got 8 offensive rebounds, which have led to 11 second-chance points for the Crimson Storm. So SNU doing just about everything right there in that first half, and you like the situation. Starkey with 2 fouls. Micah Spate picked up those 2 fouls early, but then played a lot down the stretch of the first half. Didn't pick up any more. Zach Johnson also has 2, and Ashton Charles has 2, but nobody else with more than 1 for SNU. So you like that situation as well. And Phil, just a big opportunity here for SNU to really run away and hide here. And then you've got Southwestern and Trey Evans coming up on Saturday. So a good opportunity for SNU to get out to a big lead here, maybe coast a little bit and rest up for Saturday's big clash with Southwestern.
Yeah, these first 10 minutes of this second half are going to be important. This is a point of the game where at times throughout the season we've seen the Crimson Storm get a little complacent, and their offense has fallen to a little bit of a standstill early in the second half at times, especially when they've had these double-digit leads. So if you're able to start this second half out strong, start out quickly, and push this lead up, then just as you said, it could be huge for the Storm to be able to rest up a little bit with this quick turnaround in a game on Saturday as well.
SNU will get the ball to start the second half here, and we'll see if OBU head coach Jason Eakers can burn some more calories than he did in the first half. He's quite active over there on the sidelines, and like we mentioned at some point in the first half, quite the contrast between his expressiveness and Coach Adam Bohach's calm demeanor on the sidelines. Spate quick inside to Starkey, and a quick slam for Starkey. That's his 3rd dunk tonight. Yes. And SNU quickly up to 20.
Starkey getting some great opportunities down low. All of a sudden now he's up to double-digit points. Only a couple of rebounds so far in this one, but still making his impact down low through the first part of this game.
Daughtry is blocked by Dunn. Ball finds Thompson, who's short on the three-point attempt. Newton has the rebound. And again, this was a very tight, low-scoring game. in Shawnee. SNU won that one 58-57, and Dunn travels. Just the 4th turnover for SNU tonight.
Yeah, only a minute into the second half, and Crimson Storm already almost matched their total from that game in Shawnee earlier this season. So you're just showing what the offense is able to do tonight, clicking on so many cylinders, shooting almost 60% as a team.
Wade getting into the body of Noah Starkey and able to get that one to go home for 2. He's up to 11 points. Daughtry with 8. Stoddard has 6. And then Thompson has 3, Lowry with 3, and Abubakar with 2. Newton on the baseline gets Daughtry to fly by, gets the layup to roll home. The friendly roll here at the Sawyer Center, and SNU quickly back up to 20. Thompson trying a 3 over Spate. It's off the mark, no good. Dunn and Newton collide going for the rebound, and it deflects out of bounds. OBU will maintain possession here. Caleb Norris into the game for Deshaun Lowry. So OBU going back to their original starting lineup here. Daughtry finds himself open down low, spins away from Dunn, and gets the left-handed shot to fall.
Yeah, Dunn was a little slow on the defensive end on that one, allowed him to get the step and get the entry pass in deep. And then a nice little move to spin away there to finish off the 2 for the Bison.
Starkey working on Stoddard. A little left elbow jab there, and he's fouled by Stoddard. And he'll go to the line for 2. Starkey 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Shooting 72.4% from the line this season. And that's number 2 on Harrison Stoddard. He's been credited with 5 blocks tonight. Starkey pretty short there on that first free throw. Tyler Lester into the game. Julian Daughtry will take a seat. Second free throw is up and good. Wade gets by everybody to the bucket. Blocked by Newton across the basket.
I believe it's going to be 4 blocks now for Newton. Incredibly active game from him all over the court in so many different ways.
That one was blocked by Stoddard. Newton got the offensive rebound, missed it. Starkey missed the putback. Here comes Wade. Wade nearly dragged that pivot foot, was able to keep it down. Norris penetrating in, kicks Thompson. Offensive foul, Caleb Norris. Micah Spate stepped across and took the charge from the driving Caleb Norris.
Yeah, great job there from Spate. Taking that extra step and seeing that he was a bit out of control on that drive. And as he was ready to kick it out, he just came crashing into Micah Spate. Great job, Spate, being aware on the defensive side of the ball.
Second foul on Norris, second team foul on the Bison in the half. Dunn with it in the corner. Now he'll drive, gets all the way to the basket, lays it up. He's fouled by Stoddard. That's going to be number 3 on Stoddard, and Dunn will go to the line for 2 free throws. It's 3 for 3 from the line so far tonight. Going for points 17 and 18 here at the foul line. First one's up and good. Daughtry back in. Thompson will take a seat. Again, OBU very liberal in their substitution patterns. Conservative in their theology, though. Dunn goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. and it's a 21-point game here, 56-35. SNU with the lead. Stoddard, the screen. Wade chooses not to use it, goes around Johnson. Jump ball is called as Wade was able to tie up Quaylen Newton on the rebound. Wade looking for the foul call. There was certainly none to be had there. Lowry will come back in for Lester. Stoddard with it up top, guarded by Newton. Wade looking for the entry pass to Lowry. Good denial there from Starkey.
Yeah, great job by Starkey there. Keeping it out, and then quick hands there. Micah Spate tips it in the air.
Newton looking to give it up to Spate. Spate probing, kept that foot down. Dunn with that sweet mid-range jumper just off the mark, no good. Rebounds tipped out to Daughtry. Norris has it poked away by Micah Spate, and it goes out of bounds off of Spate. OBU will maintain possession right in front of their bench with 16:03 to go in this one, down by 21. Shoe timeout for Deshaun Lowry. And we're back to it. Lowry's got 2 different color shoes on. I wonder if he knows that.
I just happened to notice that as well. Threw me off.
Johnson is going to be called for his 3rd foul, and Wade gets the shot to go. And he'll go to the line for 1 when we come back. 15:58 to go here at the Sawyer Center. SNU leading this one 56-37. This is SNU basketball.
Customer is on the fence about buying a car. We should
Give him a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
It's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
When a customer is on the fence about buying a car, we should
Give him a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
It's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
Just a reminder, our next broadcast will come to you Saturday afternoon here at the Sawyer Center as SNU tangles with the Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State. The way the girls are playing, Southwestern comes into the Sawyer Center winners of 22 consecutive games on the female side. Women are up to number 14 in the country. So it should be a strong test for the SNU women, who knocked off the Bulldogs here at the Sawyer Center last year. On the guys' side, should be a great matchup between SNU and Trey Jones. Dunn smooth from the elbow, and he knocks that one down. Give himself 20 tonight.
Beautiful work there, creating plenty of space for Dunn to knock it down. You give him that much room, then majority of the time it's going down.
Wade gets into Newton, who knocks it away and forces the tie-up, and that possession error will give it back to SNU. Wade just let the ball roll up. I wonder if he realized that the clock doesn't stop until under 5 minutes to go, I believe, or under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Just letting it roll. The clock's still running, bro.
It's still going. Still plenty of time in this one. 15.5 minutes to go, so I'm not sure what 5 seconds he's trying to hold off the clock from running, but nonetheless, it will be Storm basketball.
Spate gets past Wade, missed the layup. Starkey missed the putback jam, then gets fouled on the second attempt. I believe that is going to go on Julian Daughtry.
Starkey just couldn't get a handle on that putback. Going for a big-time slam on the putback, just kind of fumbled it, but a great job staying with it and working himself to the line nonetheless.
Yeah, Starkey with 3 dunks so far tonight and easily could have 2 or 3 more. Just has missed a couple of those offensive rebounds. Hits the first free throw. R.J. Palmer's in. Quayla Newton will take a seat. And Starkey gets the old iron backboard in bounce. And SNU with 15 minutes to go, surpassing their total that they managed against the Bison in Shawnee. Norris pulls the trigger for 3. That's an air ball. Spate is fouled by Deshaun Lowry going for the rebound. That's going to be number 4 on Deshaun Lowry. And already the 5th team foul on OBU. Just 1 foul on SNU here in the second half. So Abubakar back in the game for Lowry, who sits down dejectedly on the OBU bench. Coleman Edwards is in the game for Zach Johnson as well. Spate, entry pass into Starkey, and Abubakar is called for a hold on the inside, and SNU taking advantage of the lack of I don't know if it's necessarily experience, strength, or what, but whatever it is, OBU is lacking in guarding Noah Starkey in the post. SNU is taking full advantage of it and just torching OBU inside. Spate with the left-handed floater is no good.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the nail on the head with that. Maybe lacking experience, just not understanding the timing of the double teams. Still a relatively young team, and even some of their older players transferred in, so not quite the experience of working together as a unit, still trying to put that together, and that's kind of hurting them a bit on the inside, trying to work on those double teams, taking someone as big as Starkey, trying to take him out of the game.
Noah Starkey just picked up his 3rd, clearing out some space on Harrison Stoddard. Second team foul on the Storm. Ashton Charles will come in for Starkey. A little bit more athletic, smaller lineup on the court right now for SNU. We lead 60-39. So we're under 14 minutes to go. Daughtry with that nice left hand all the way to the bucket for 2. He's up to 14 points. The lead down to 19. And Phil, this is kind of the area where you get in a little bit of a lull if you're SNU, or have the potential to. Micah Spate pulls the trigger for 3. It's around and out. And Norris clears for OBU.
Yeah, this is kind of the moment in the game that we've seen them do that in the past. And looking at it, you want to try to push this lead out up to maybe 25, just so you know we're pretty safe and we can start resting our guys. But you don't want your offense to go into a funk at this point and allow OBU to go on a quick burst and all of a sudden get this back to single digits. You want to try to put this game away as quickly as you possibly can.
Abubakar is called for the moving screen, and Coach Adam Bohach finally gets that call that he's been looking for all evening. And now Coach Ashton Charles straight away for 3 is no good. Jonathan Dunn high for the rebound. Missed the shot, and Abubakar has the rebound.
Yeah, Storm's struggling on offense right now after that strong first half, just 3 for 11 here in the second half so far. So struggling to put the ball in the basket. They do have the 5 free throw makes so far, 5 for 6. So getting to the line, just cannot get the field goals to fall for them through the first 7 minutes of the second half.
It's been a scoreless 2 minutes for SNU. Like Phil mentioned, one of their last 9. Been able to get to the line 6 times here in the second half, but just 3 of 11 overall from the field. That last foul was on R.J. Palmer. That's his 2nd, 3rd team foul. Wade hits his first free throw. He's now 2 of 7 from the foul line tonight, as he missed all 3 free throws on a 3-point attempt in the first half. Second free throw is up and good. So 60-43 the score here. Under 13 minutes to go. Dunn pulls the trigger for three. He got another one. Jonathan Dunn, 4 of 5 from three-point range tonight. He's up to 23 points.
And that's a big one. Push it back out to a 20-point lead. Again, you don't want to give OBU the hope that they can work their way back into this game. So that certainly is a big one, not only for Jonathan Dunn's confidence, but for the Storm trying to close this one out.
And that's a technical foul called on head coach Jason Eaker over on the OBU sidelines. The official goes over to talk with Eaker and tells him to calm down. Eaker, first-year head coach for the Bison. And he's quite demonstrative and excited over there, and certainly appreciate that and enjoy that if you're a player. You like to see your coach, personal opinion, you like to see your coach getting involved in that as Spate knocks down both technical free throws, but there are lines, of course, and want to set a positive example as well. So that was just a little bit too far for that one particular official, so.
Yeah, certainly. You love seeing that passion that the coach is displaying, but at some point you gotta recognize when you're starting to cross that line of the official, and Eaker continues to show his frustrations on the sideline right now.
Bubakar.
Working on another technical.
Stoddard has to put it up at the shot clock buzzer. And that's another technical foul called on Eaker, and he is gone.
Yeah, you could just see that through that possession, just screaming at the officials on either side of him, back-to-back, not happy. And again, just the emotions getting a little bit of the best of Coach Eaker there. And just like that, Spate will head back to the line for technical foul shots within 20 seconds of each other.
And it seemed that Eaker didn't say anything too terrible to the official there, but certainly can't turn around and berate another official right after receiving one technical and getting a warning about it. So unfortunate for Eaker to be ejected with those two technicals back-to-back like that, but just a frustrating night if you're OBU, as Spate's two free throws make it 67-45. Just a tough night all around for the Bison. They're just 1 of 9 from three-point range, 18 of 40 from the field, 45%. They're 8 of 14 from the foul line. SNU, by contrast, 17 of 23 from the foul line. And if you look at, certainly that's going to be an offensive foul on Ashton Charles. It's going to be his third on the moving screen. And Phil, while the free throw disparity looks pretty large, the foul calls themselves, 16 on OBU and now 14 on SNU. So it's not like SNU or OBU's been whistled for a lot more fouls. Stoddard for 3, no good, and Spate has the rebound.
Yeah, you're just seeing a lot of fouls SNU is drawing at the bucket, getting to the rim quite a bit in this one, or getting those offensive rebounds and getting those calls as they go back up. So just a great job from the Storm getting to the rim.
And Edwards knocks down the straightaway three-pointer. He's got 10, 2 of 3 shooting from three-point range and 4 of 5 overall from the field. And that's a moving screen on Abubakar as Spate was going under the screen and Abubakar started moving down the lane before Spate had cleared him. That's going to be 4 on Mohamed Abubakar, and that will take us to another stoppage in play. 11:23 to go in this one. SNU in control, 70-45. We'll be right back.
For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
SNU with the ball, up 70-45 here at the Sawyer Center. Just a complete performance for the Crimson Storm here. Edwards, free for three again. Very off the mark, no good. And OBU coming the other way.
Yeah, Edwards rushed that one a little bit, looked like, got excited, got another open look, and really been feeling it so far in this one. Was 4 for 5 from the floor in this one. All pretty long jump shots, a couple long twos and some long threes.
Daughtry with the nice left-handed floater gets it to go, and he's fouled. That's going to go on Edwards. That's his first. Again, Edwards, 10 points off the bench, 2 for 4 from three-point range. He came into tonight's game 7 of his last 11 threes in the past 4 games. So Edwards starting to turn the corner from three-point range. At one point earlier this year, he was under 20% from three-point range, and now he's up to 35.6% before tonight's game. Noah Starkey is back in for R.J. Palmer. Micah Spate has not come out here in the second half. Of course, he sat a little while with those 2 fouls early. Dunn trying to cross over between Lowry and Daughtry, and he's bumped to the floor by Daughtry. Second foul on Julian Daughtry, and Jonathan Dunn will go to the line for 2. Could be a long evening, as we've got OBU at 10 fouls, and SNU showing no signs of being any less aggressive going to the basket. Dunn misses the first. Norris in. Lester will take a seat. Dunn's second free throw is good. .10:30 to go, SNU up by 23. An update from Monticello and Southern Arkansas, 39-38. Arkansas Monticello over the Mule Riders, under 5 minutes to play there. Certainly a game to keep an eye on. Last touch by Ashton Charles as Wade tried to hit the cutting Deshaun Lowry at the last second. Lowry not even looking for the ball. That's why you don't leave your feet to pass, kids. Wade gets it into Lowry. 7 on the shot clock. Daughtry's going to have to hurry. He'll pull up for 3 over Dunn. It's no good, and Spate tracks down the long rebound.
Yeah, Dunn stayed right with him that whole time. Was all over him on that late three-point attempt.
Ashton Charles free to fire for 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Good box out by Deshaun Lowry to corral that rebound. OBU just 1 of 11 from three-point range. As SNU's done a tremendous job defensively tonight against the Bison. Another good job there by Starkey on Wade. Edwards, 1 dribble, 4-3, in and out, no good.
Unlucky on that one. Edwards, you can just see it though, the confidence oozing from Edwards right now. Continuing, take those shots and build that confidence even further moving forward the last few games of the regular season.
Daughtry. Now Stoddart open. Missed that one. Lowry tried to tip the rebound out. It came to Dunn. Oh, nice crossover on Daughtry. Oh, and he stepped through Antonio Wade, and he got the layup to go. Strong hands by Dunn as Wade had his hand on the ball there, and Dunn just ripped right through it.
Yeah, that was beautifully done there by Dunn. Just a great job making the move, and then just as you said, a strong play there to step right through and make the finish. Dunn doing a little bit of everything in this one.
Lowry got Starkey in the air. Starkey came down on him. Lowry wanted a foul call. Did not get it. Starkey came up a little in pain in some aspect. Spate looking for the lob to Starkey. It was not there, and Spate traveled as a result. Quayla Newton will check in for Ashton Charles. Zach Johnson will get Micah Spate. Micah Spate sits down for the first time here in the second half. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals for the junior from Putnam City North High School. Another thing for SNU, it's understated, 32 rebounds to 22 for OBU, and they've got 11 offensive boards tonight as well. Wade charges into Starkey, finds Norris in the corner for 3, no good. Lowry gets the offensive rebound, and Starkey will commit his 4th foul. That will take us to a stoppage and play. 7:58 to go in this one. SNU up 25, 73-48 on the Bison. We'll be right back after this.
When a customer is on the fence about buying a car, we should
Give him a hug.
No.
Oh,
Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
It's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow
Okay, guys, remember, no hard selling, no high pressure. Serenading, good. Leave that to Sheldon. All right? Hugs, side hugs. Normal. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. You know, these guys may not look like much, but they are some of the greatest guys.
How about a hug?
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
There are those who stand forever ready. Ready to defend the nation. Ready to fight for what matters. No matter what.
Let's go! Get my round in there!
Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
SNU inbounding on the baseline, 3:33 to go. Morris Wilson bringing it up. And Wilson, the freshman from Northwest Classen High School here in Oklahoma City. He's a guy that Coach Adam Bohach raves about. He really likes what he's going to be as he drives in with the left hand, just rattles out.
Yeah, just missed that one. Just rolled all the way across the rim. I'm not sure how it didn't fall for him.
Wade gets the layup to fall, and man, you can see Coach Bohach suppressing a smile under his hand all the way from here on that drive. SNU, for all their success this season, has not hit the century mark this season. They've got a little under 3 minutes to do that. 10 points to go. It's going to be close with a 28-point lead. And OBU certainly not in any rush themselves. Let's see if they're able to do it. Probably going to need a 3 or 2. Yeah. Wade, no good. Mulkey, the rebound.
It was just last Thursday that they came the closest that they had been at 98 points in that win last Thursday. See if they can get over that hump here.
Palmer with a big size advantage there on Horn and backed him down into a foul. So Palmer will go to the line for 2 with 2:17 to go. First one's up and good. Second one's also good, and Palmer's 5 of 8 from the foul line tonight. He's got 11 points off the bench on 3 of 3 shooting from the field. 92-62. SNU has controlled this one the entire way. Morris Wilson the rebound off the Horn miss. Palmer drives down, and he's fouled.
A hard foul there on Palmer. Looked like he was ready to throw one down. The hard foul will keep him from getting the easy 2, and we'll have to earn him from the line.
SNU not just sitting back and letting 30 seconds run off the clock each possession here. I think they're well aware of where they're standing at on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, I think they're going for that 100. I think they went for it before last time and were just one possession too short of getting it, so they're going to try to push the tempo a little bit over the final 2 minutes of this one.
SNU in a 2-3 zone. Stoddard fumbles the ball. Palmer has it. Lob up ahead to Morris Wilson. Gets inside a Wade and puts it in with the left hand.
One of those nights for OBU. Just fumbled an easy pass in the corner. Leads to 2 easy points for the Storm.
Wade challenged at the rim. It's no good. Mulkey the rebound. Here comes SNU. Edwards lost the ball, but Wilson has it. Palmer looking to do his thing. Drives on Stoddard. Stoddard rejects that out of bounds.
Stoddard's been extremely active on defense. Already 5 blocks in this one. So great job from Stoddard.
Charles for 3. Yes, sir! That puts SNU at 99 with 1:15 to go in this one.
So either way, that'll be a season high for the Storm. Incredible offensive outbursts in this one. 52% from deep and 52% from the floor as well.
Edwards with the knockaway there. Horn pulls the trigger for 3 from the wing. It's no good. Stoddard has the rebound taken away by Wilson. And here comes SNU with a chance to get 100, and everyone in the building wants it. Who's going to get the points? It's Wilson for 3!
He got it. Make that 102 a 40-point deficit as Wilson celebrates, throwing up the threes. Bench goes wild. Crowd goes wild.
And somehow the entire coaching staff didn't have any reaction at all over on the SNU bench. And I think Coach Bohach is telling them to calm down a little bit as well. But even amongst all the dancing and towel waving, the coaching staff didn't move a muscle.
It did not react at all. I'm not sure if they didn't care or they just expected it.
Charles blocks Horn's three. Stoddard in and out on that three. Ball's deflected off of Wilson out of bounds. And it's hard to, I'm sure it's hard for Coach Bohas to chide his crew over there on the sidelines to be calm and classy, but what a big win for SNU. Just a dominating performance over the Bison tonight. 102-62 is going to be your final score here at the Sawyer Center. Just a huge performance for SNU, their most complete performance of the season for the Crimson Storm. 5 players finished in double figures. SNU 53% from the field, 11 of 20 from three-point range. 27 of 34 from the foul line. A huge edge in rebounds. And just a complete team performance for SNU tonight. And Phil, probably the best we've seen SNU play all season on both ends of the court.
Certainly, just doing everything in this game, whether that be on offense or on defense, holding OBU to 10% from beyond the arc, 2 of 19 in the game, only 39% overall from the floor. Just playing some stifling defense, and just as you said, as well on offense, finally cracking 100 on the scoreboard. 55% from deep, as you said, just incredible ball movement, incredible work all around, having 5 different guys in double figures in this one. That's just great teamwork, led, of course, by Jonathan Dunn, but just all around beautiful, beautiful work from the Storm.
The key thing that we talked about coming in was that three-point line. On both ends of the court, SNU has struggled shooting the three, and they've struggled defending the three in conference play. Like we talked about, they're 11th in the conference in both of those categories. And tonight, 11 of 20 from the three-point line for SNU. And that's with Micah Spate going 0 for 3 from the three-point line. And OBU, a team that came in shooting 37% from the three-point line, averaging 9.2 makes per game this season, 2 of 19. It's clear OBU is still struggling to adjust to life without Davion Turner, who was ruled ineligible for the spring semester last month. They are now 1-4 without him in the lineup, but even still, just a dominating performance by SNU. And did you notice anything different about how SNU defended the three and then were able to get three-point shooters open?
I think on the defensive side of the ball, a lot of it came down to we saw a lot more tight pressure from the defense. Defenders were not sagging off the ball. They were staying tight to their man, tight to the one with the ball, and forcing them to not get open looks and to really shoot over the SNU defenders. And we know SNU has plenty of length on their team, so whenever they play tight, it's really difficult to shoot over the top of them. So that's how they were able to make life so difficult for OBU. And then on the other end, I think multiple times we saw them making the extra pass. That was so big for the Storm, being able to catch the ball. And, you know, even if you have a good shot, that extra pass can give someone a great shot. And we saw that multiple times in the corner, giving an extra pass around and just being unselfish with the basketball. That's really what allowed the Storm to shoot so well from beyond the arc in this one.
Running through individual stats, Jonathan Dunn led the way with 26 points, his best shooting night in some time. 8 of 14 from the field, 4 of 5 from three-point range, and he was 6 of 7 from the foul line as well. A trio of players at 13 points. Noah Starkey, R.J. Palmer, 7 of 10 from the foul line for R.J. Palmer. And Coleman Edwards, also 13 points off the bench, 3 of 6 from three-point range. We'll talk to him here in a few minutes. Micah Spate had 16 points. He was 8 of 8 from the foul line. Again, arguably one of the better three-point shooters, missed all 3 of his three-point attempts, and SNU still went 11 of 20 from the three-point line. Quaylen Newton had 6 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks. And going back to Spate, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for Spate as well. Zach Johnson had 4 points. Morris Wilson came off the bench late to score 5 points, and Ashton Charles knocked down 2 threes late to end with 6 points. For the Bison, 3 players in double figures led by Julian Daughtry's 21 points. He was 9 of 16 from the field and chipped in 4 rebounds as well. Antonio Wade, 20 points, 7 of 15 from the field, just 6 of 12 from the foul line. Harrison Stoddard, 10 points, 2 of 9 from the field. He was 6 for 6 from the foul line. 6 points for Deshaun Lowry, 2 points for Muhammad Abubakar, and 3 points for Brantley Thompson, rounding out the scoring for OBU, which had 4 players play minutes tonight without scoring. OBU finished, again, 38.6% from the field, just 2 of 19 from three-point range, and they were also 16 of 25 from the foul line. SNU managed to grab 13 offensive rebounds in winning the rebounding battle 40-27. That turned into 16 second chance points for the Crimson Storm. We'll take time out. When we come back, we will talk to senior Coleman Edwards after tonight's big 102-62 win for SNU over OBU. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Sawyer Center, side of SNU's 102-62 win over Oklahoma Baptist tonight. We're joined by senior Coleman Edwards, finished with 13 points off the bench tonight. And Coleman, just a really fun game, a complete performance from you guys, probably one of your best of the season.
Yep. Oh, yeah, we were working hard all week, so we just wanted to come in and get the job done.
Now, Coleman, for you personally, senior year, started off a little bit rocky shooting the basketball, but the last 4 or 5 games you really started to turn it on. What's that journey been for you?
It's a long season, so I started off a little bit rough, but I just have a shooter's mindset, just going to come through it, and now we're here with the last 3 games left, and I think it's starting to fall for me.
3 for 6 from three-point range tonight for Edwards. And Coleman, that second unit, you guys are really starting to develop a chemistry together. What's that like, you know, being able to kind of own your time on the court together?
You just got to come in and make the most of it. We play hard. You know, we try to play hard 40 minutes. Doesn't matter if you're coming off the bench or if you're starting. So, you know, we just get out there, go hard, and try and get the W.
Now, as a team, you guys haven't had as much success as you saw last season from the three-point line, but tonight, obviously, a big step in the right direction. What's required to make things go in the right direction for you guys in that regard?
You know, league games aren't easy. It doesn't matter if you won the last one or won the last 10. You got to come out every night and give it your all and try and get the win. So, you know, you can't lack any night. Any night somebody's going to try and get a win, especially us. We're a top 25 team, so they're going to give us their best.
Your time's starting to wind down a little bit as a senior. Are you is that kind of pushing you a little bit more, knowing that your time here is coming to a close?
No doubt, no doubt. We had a good season last year. We went to the playoffs. And, you know, we got knocked out by St. Cloud. So this year, you know, we have a few seniors, so we're trying to make that push. We're trying to make that run.
And how do you guys, you know, approach that? That was your first taste of the tournament, first taste of winning a conference championship, both regular season and tournament. How do you guys draw on that experience down the stretch of the season?
We have a lot of experience, and we got some good guys. You know, Micah and Jonathan leading the team, and then we just have good guys, a lot of experience, and that's what it takes. You know what we have to do. We've lost games, we've won games. We've had good practices, bad practices, so we know what it takes.
Coleman, a complete performance from you guys tonight. Congrats on a big win. We look forward to another one on Saturday.
Appreciate it.
Coleman Edwards, 13 points off the bench tonight. When we come back, we'll be joined by head coach Adam Bohach and get his thoughts on tonight's win. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We're joined now by head coach Adam Bohach. And Coach Bohach, probably your guys' most complete game of the season, both offense and defense, shining tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game. You know, a lot of different players did a lot of good things, and the ball really moved, and a lot of guys in rhythm, a lot of guys jumping up making shots, and so that kind of makes everything look maybe just a hair better than it was, but it was awfully good tonight. And,
you know, with everybody making shots, it seems like things like that are pretty infectious in a team sport when everything's kind of going your way, especially for guys like Coleman and you mentioned Morris Wilson, Ashton Charles with some late threes. It seems like everybody kind of just chipped in on the momentum there.
Yeah, all those guys are very capable shooters. All those guys you mentioned, they're good shooters. And the part that I think is infectious, Luke, is the way the ball moves. And so, you know, I thought that was a really positive thing, and that allowed us to get to the rim a little bit, and then we were able to get to the O-glass a little bit there in the first half with Quaylen and Noah were swinging on the rim and able to run to the O-glass because we had broke them down a little bit. So there were some offensive possessions that I thought were really good.
It seemed like you guys really made it a focal point early to set the tone by pounding it inside to Noah and getting Quaylen crashing hard. Was there anything that you had seen on tape from the last game that thought you wanted to do that early?
Yeah, I mean, those two guys, that's who they are, and when they're out there together, that's kind of who we are. And so, you know, we need to get it in there, and we need to be physical, and we need to be tough, and we need to be strong, and those two guys are capable of doing that in there.
OBU still obviously struggling to adjust to life without Davion Turner, but still a very potent team offensively, especially from the three-point line. And you guys held them to 2 of 19, something I know that you're really proud of for this performance.
Yeah, you know, we maybe broke their rhythm a little bit. Their guards were able to get downhill on us and finish inside, but we did a good job of getting back to the guys who could shoot it, I thought, and contesting some of those. And so we'll have to go back and look at tape. But I thought we had some good contests and some good challenges on several of those threes.
And you guys also shot the ball well from three-point range. So, you know, one of the first times in a few weeks that you guys have really put those two things together, that defense and the shooting on your end that you've mentioned several times over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know, I think we're capable of that, Luke. And I mean, are we going to go 11 to 20? You know, I don't know, but I certainly think with those same looks we can. And, again, I just liked the rhythm and the way the thing moved tonight. It did not stick, and you know, those are things you can carry forward. And if we have those guys shooting those shots, you know, we'll take our chances with that.
And hopefully that will carry forward on Saturday against SWASU. You guys had a tough matchup in Weatherford back in December, and they've got a very potent guy in Trey Evans. What kind of challenges does he present for you defensively?
Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, top 5 in the country, I think, scoring the ball, and can do it, you know, from the free throw line, can do it finishing on drives, and then, you know, can jump up and make some threes as well. And then they play some interesting lineups in terms of, you know, 5 guys out there who are small and who can all shoot it. And I mean that in a complimentary way. They go small. And so we'll, you know, have to be ready for that. And then, you know, possibly some zone from them. You know, we haven't seen a whole lot of zone. And so, you know, there'll be plenty that will get our attention. and we'll be ready to go on Saturday.
Well, we'll look forward to that. Again, SNU a 102-62 win over Oklahoma Baptist here at the Sawyer Center. First coverage will start at 12:45 for the women's game against SWOSU here at the Sawyer Center on Saturday, and the men will follow right after that. We hope you join us then. Until Saturday, I'm Luke McConnell, and happy Valentine's Day, everyone.